Hey everybody, this is Dr. Heather Carden from Ask Dr. Heather coming to you live from my kitchen here in Overland Park, Kansas. I'm loving your response on my 30-day challenge to lives, and someone said, hey, let's do some cooking. So I absolutely said yes, let's make a couple things that are super easy that everybody in your family will love. And honestly, there are super simple ingredients anybody can make, your kids can bake. Just make sure if you're around an open flame that they cook with you. So we're going to start with the vegan porridge. So that is very simply, I measured this out ahead of time. There is, and thank you guys for joining me, there is 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Hopefully you guys can see that. There is 3 tablespoons of flax, and flax is like this. You can get it at most health food stores, so ground flax, or you can grind it yourself. There are 3 tablespoons of flax I'm putting right here in my bowl. Then I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of a vegan or casein protein. That's very low carb. So this is, for 1 serving, is 6 carbs. So I'm going to pour all that in there. Plus I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And this recipe is actually on AskDrHeather.net. You're gonna see I'm just gonna simply mix this up. Doesn't have to be perfect, just get it mixed up here a little bit. And then I'm going to pour 1.5 cups of coconut milk, almond milk, or hemp milk into a pan. I'll move the camera here in just a second. I'm missing my cooking buddies today, so let me pick up my whisk real quick. And so you're gonna see I have a pan here on the stove. It's simply gonna be on number 1, so not very high. And I'm simply just going to whisk in the mixture, which is again 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 3 tablespoons of flax, and then 2 tablespoons of a protein powder. And as you can see, hopefully I'm just whisking this up. And then this is just going to take about 5 or 6 minutes to cook. So while we're cooking this, I'm actually just going to get it mixed in here by itself. It will be done honestly in 4 or 5 minutes, guys. It doesn't take very long, and then I'm going to show you some amazing things you can do to add healthy fats in there, a little more fat rich. So I'm just going to let that simmer. Again, I've got it on 1 on the stove if you guys can see that. So I'm going to let that set. Then I'm gonna make up a super simple chia pudding. Everyone's like, what is chia pudding? Why is it so easy to make and tastes so delicious? So chia is amazing, amazing healthy fat. Gosh, you guys, the sun is changing in my house as we speak. I am simply going to take a mason jar, a quart jar. I'm going to take 2/3 of a cup of chia seeds. And my 2/3 cup, my 1/3 is out here. So I'm simply just going to pour it into my mason jar. So there's 1/3, and here's 2/3, and then I simply pour in 2 cups of either coconut milk, almond milk, hemp milk, whichever you prefer. I've already got one made up here, and then you're just gonna go ahead and put cinnamon in there, because I always love cinnamon. It's great for digestion and blood sugar. You can also put a little bit of erythritol or swerve in there if you like it a little bit sweeter. So I'm simply going to do the movie thing. So I'm going to pour 2 cups of milk in here. Then you simply shake it up, and it looks like this. If you guys can see that, you can see the chia seeds all nice in there. You're going to put this in the refrigerator overnight. So overnight, you can make it now. It's good for tomorrow, good for a couple days. This is about 2 servings, and I'm with my other hand actually stirring that. So it's that simple, guys. You simply just open the refrigerator and stick it in there. 2/3 cup chia. 2 cups unsweetened coconut milk, almond milk, or hemp milk, about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, again, which is optional for you. And then tomorrow morning, I can pour this into a bowl, and I can either put some shredded coconut on top, which is amazing. I like to have extra fat, so I could actually eat it cold or eat it hot. I can put some Kerrygold grass-fed butter on it. I could put some keto cream in it, which makes it totally, totally delicious, and more collagen, which is so important for our joints and muscles as we age. Or you can also add some dark chocolate to it. Again, you can make this your own. So there's 3 ingredients, chia seeds, coconut milk or almond milk, and then a little bit of cinnamon, and you simply shake it up and let this sit in the refrigerator overnight. Generally, it's ready in about 3 hours. You just want the chia seeds to be really soaked up nice. So let's check in and see what's happening with our porridge. So our porridge looks nice. I'm gonna do the movie thing again over here. And you're gonna see that the porridge is thickening up really, really nicely. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it's almost done. You want the consistency of kind of steel cut oats or thick oatmeal. So once that's done, I'm simply going to pour it into a bowl. And then, you guys, it looks this amazing. So it's really, really thick. I'm going to use my other spoon here. So it's really, really thick, you guys can see. So you could even add a little bit of extra milk if you wanted to, coconut milk or almond milk. And then again, I like to sprinkle, so this looks delicious, guys. I like to sprinkle some unsweetened coconut. I am a dark chocolate girl, so I always like to have a little bit of cocoa powder. Again, you could use a Swiss cacao if you wanted to. Put that in there. If you like things a little bit sweeter, you could use some cinnamon or some French vanilla stevia drops, but I'd only do 2 drops in there, and then it is ready to go, you guys. It tastes amazing. You can find these recipes on AskDoctor.net. Just simply go over to categories and look for healthy bites and look for breakfast items or keto living, and you'll find it here. You guys, that took me less than 5 minutes. Super easy, probably takes more time to get things out of the cupboard, but just know you can be a little creative. So you can take the recipes, whether it is the porridge or the chia pudding. You can add cocoa in this. Again, as you mix it, you can add anything. You can add the French vanilla stevia, some erythritol. If your kiddos are having a few more carbs, you absolutely could put some berries with this, some blueberries, or you could take an apple and shred it and put it on there on top. So just make it how you like it. But these are amazing keto, vegan-friendly options for breakfast, for lunch, or dinner, or anytime. Oftentimes, I've actually taken the chia pudding. I put it in little martini glasses. I've just slivered a couple strawberries on there, or maybe just 1 cherry and a little bit of dark chocolate. And you guys, it is so decadent. It's dessert. You will love it. It's super, super filling. It's 100% high in fat. So it's great for your body and great for your brain. So that's it, guys. That was my live today. I may come back on and do a couple things. I had a lot of suggestions of what to do, but someone was right, said, you haven't cooked anything. You have all these recipes on your blog, but we haven't seen you cook lately. I know Pam and I cooked last week, so look at some of those videos. We made like 3 things in one video, but I wanted to show you how simple it is that you can make the chia pudding in less than 5 minutes. Stick it in the fridge overnight. It's ready to go in the morning or tonight for a snack. The porridge, again, if you're an oatmeal person, loves something hot in the morning, this is a great option for you. You can still have a couple pieces of bacon with it if you want, or some sausage, but I honestly just love it. That has a little bit of the unsweetened shredded coconut, because I love coconut, and a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of Swiss cacao, or a little bit of dark chocolate. So, oh, Cheryl, my blog is askdrheather.net. So askdrheather.net. If you guys go to .com, you're going to get a vet. So that's definitely not me. And Regina, thank you for saying, and thank you for sharing. Hopefully this helps bring you guys just a new idea for breakfast. Oftentimes I see people over egging it, and they get in this habit where they're eating eggs and eggs and eggs every day, or they do chicken and broccoli every night for dinner. We know that we've got to create some macronutrient confusion, because every vegetable, every fruit, every nut has a little bit of different content. That's why they look different. That's why a broccoli looks different than asparagus, and a chicken looks different than a cow. Different amino acids from the proteins. Same thing with nuts. We get different blends of omega oils from different fishes and different nuts. If everything was the same, it would all look the same. So we definitely need to make sure we rotate through that. 2 videos ago, I talked about planning and why it's important to rotate your food. So Tammy, I was trying not to disclose specific brands of things. That's why I kind of have the bags turned around. So on the protein powder, if it's vegan, I would make sure that 1 serving is less than really about 10 total carbs. This is actually by Desiree Biologicals that I use today. It's Optiline. It has a little vanilla. And this is 6 carbs per serving. And I did not use 6 carbs. So I'll calculate that. Probably only use 3 carbs in there. So just make sure if you're using a casein protein, that whey sometimes stimulates blood sugar. Casein's better absorbed through the body. Those are 2 proteins that are found in dairy, casein and whey, especially in cows. So I would make sure it's very low in that. Some of the vegan protein powders or plant ones can actually have a lot of carbs in them. Standard Process also has a vegan protein that's about 6 or 9 grams of carbohydrates per serving. So just keep it under. Hopefully you guys caught that. My phone rang, so it may ring again. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I want to know what to talk about tomorrow. I am in the clinic tomorrow. I also have Pruitt's Facebook Live for Q&A on ketones, so let's have a different topic tomorrow. Yesterday, I really talked about the mental, emotional component of it. The day before, I talked about easy meal planning. And just to let you know, it is our monthly Better Life workshop that is this Sunday in Kansas City. If you're out of the Kansas City area, you can join via Zoom. Go to my blog, which is askdrheather.net. You can look under blog and you can see the 10-day program that we're kicking off on Monday, and the Better Life, which is a 30-day program that we do through social media. We have an individual Facebook page. We help guide you, plan you. We identify obstacles. We identify roadblocks that may come up and how to get through those, and what you really need to eat that makes it simple for your life. If you're a foodie, I've got a lot of amazing recipes. If you simply just need to go, what do I need to eat to feel better? We do that as well. So we say we help you get in where you fit in and help you be successful on any road or sorry, my phone keeps ringing. So we meet you where you are and take you where you want to go. So post your recipes. Hopefully you guys make one of these chia puddings, or you make a keto porridge, and let me know what your favorite topping is. Again, if you're making it for kiddos, you could do blueberries on it. The porridge, again, will turn into more like a pudding. So it's called a chia seed pudding. So again, you can blend that. If the kids don't like the texture of the chias, you can blend that in the morning, but it should soak up pretty nicely. Again, garnish, put it in a pretty tray. You could drizzle some dark chocolate on there. I know I'm again with the chocolate. Put a strawberry on the side, or you could do shavings of a little bit of chocolate or shavings of some coconut just to make it a little bit sweeter, make it a little bit different. You could also blend it with an avocado. It makes you don't even taste the avocado. It just makes it thicker and creamier. Again, I made this just about 20 minutes ago and it's already setting up. So, and that was, again, 2/3 cup chia seeds and 2 cups, and look at my recipe over here, I'm cheating, 2 cups of almond milk or coconut milk, whichever milk you decide that you like. I generally don't do rice milk because it's super high in carbs, but if you want to make your own nut milk, you can simply do that with 1/4 a cup of nuts. So if you have macadamia nuts or cashews, 1/4 a cup of nut, 8 ounces of water, and put in your Vitamix. You can blend it and strain it if you want, or not strain it, just blend it super high. So you can make your own nut milks at home. You don't have to wait. If you're a person, I thought I had my coconut milk here. There's my pantry, guys. It's out. I thought I had the can of coconut milk here. Some people ask me about, let me look real quick in my pantry. No, but what I do have, you guys, has anybody tried this? We just simply ordered this. It's Lakanto maple syrup. It is very, very low in carbs. It's keto friendly. It does have 13 grams, but still better than the Aunt Jemima or Mrs. Butterworth. So try to trick your kids in some keto syrup there. It is a little bit runnier if you're used to pure maple syrup. It's not that thick, but it's a great substitute. So if you're trying to change your family over, then just make little tiny, tiny steps. So start with breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. So hopefully these 2 recipes, the keto porridge and the chia pudding, and then again, a little bit of inspiration, put your own flair on it, will help you have an amazing morning or amazing snack if you're just feeling hungry. And then as you start to shift throughout your day, if you start off your morning great, get some exercise in, a lot of water, so about 12 to 16 ounces upon waking before you put the food in, it really helps hydrate your body. It gets your bowels moving. Yes, I talked about it on my video, and helps your body really get set for the day. If we wake up after we're sleeping, which is a fasting state, and we simply dumping carbohydrates like the standard Western diet, which is juice and toast and oatmeal or cereal, things like that, then what happens is your body just thinks it's going to burn sugar all day like it keeps doing, and then inflammation set off and your blood sugar rises and it drops, and a whole bunch of neurotransmitter hormones start to play the game with you, which can be called overexcitement, can be anxiety, can be lack of focus. When you start with an amazing healthy fat breakfast that is so easy, you guys, I'm talking longer than it took me to make this, then it's a win-win situation. And again, it tastes amazing. So thank you guys for joining me today of day 8 of my 30-day, and would love to know more about what you'd like to hear about tomorrow. Cheryl, I will go ahead and post the website down here below, just in case you didn't hear that. But I think if you click on my link up above on the page, it'll take you right to my blog, which is AskDrHeather.net. There's about 1,000 recipes there. Almost all of them, I'd say 99.9% are gluten-free. 99.2% are dairy-free. I've got 2 recipes that actually have milk. It is a keto lasagna, and it's a keto chicken cacciatore. It's got a little bit of dairy in there. Oftentimes you'll see if you use heavy whipping cream, then use the can of coconut milk, turn it upside down, stick it in the fridge, and then use the cream off the bottom, and you can make an amazing heavy whipping cream out of coconut milk. So you just simply take the coconut milk can, not the, I use the rest of it here. So not this in the box, but the stuff in the can, and make sure that you, again, just stick it upside down in your refrigerator, and then all the fat actually rises to the top because oil or water is denser, and then you can simply skim that off the top and use it. So thank you guys for joining me. Let me know what you'd like to hear about tomorrow, and have an amazing, amazing day.